we want to talk about moving well on the baseline. So whether it's your singles game or whether it's in doubles and you're trying to work your way up to the kitchen, being able to move well at the baseline it makes you feel like an athlete. You want to be able to turn and run and sprint when you have to. So I'm really speaking to my singles players out there. These exercises are going to help you do that, right? We're going to be able to work in some pre-programmed turn and sprint exercises, as well as we're going to work on some reactive and visual reactive exercises as well. So to show you the first one, if you've ever watched football, right, or the combine, you've seen them do a pro agility, right, where they do a 5-10-5 is what they call it. They turn, they run 5 yards, they run the full 10 yards, and then they run back through 5. We're going to kind of do that right now. So you're going to be a demonstration for me. You're going to be right here. You're going to face, let's face them. Let's face right here on the red, facing that way. Yep. So all you're going to do, ignore the balls right now. All you're going to do is you're going to turn and sprint. This isn't necessarily 5 yards, but we work with the pickleball court. So we're going to work within this. We're going to turn and sprint. Just kind of touch the line. You don't have to touch the cone of the ball. Then you're going to sprint all the way through and then sprint back through the 5. Does that make sense? So that's the first exercise. It's a turn and sprint. So it's not lateral. We're not working at like being in the kitchen and working in this necessarily lateral. It's more of a change of direction. Turn, run, sprint, touch. Turn, run, sprint, and then finish through the middle. So let's show. Let's see. We're going to start facing that way. So facing, yes, perfect. Ready to rock? Get down low, get nice and athletic, be ready to go. On you. I'm on your call. Yep. Good. Relax. Not bad, right? You don't have to touch this last one. I should have told you that. You just sprint through, which is fine. Yeah. No, that's fine. So that's the first one, right? Just working on that change in direction, being able to turn and sprint, just like singles. You got to be able to do that. That's first. Next, we're gonna face me now. So come on that side. She's gonna react to me pointing. So we're not actually gonna do the actual pro agility. That was the first exercise. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna point to one side or the other. You're gonna turn, sprint, touch, and then sprint back to the middle and be ready facing me. So let's say I point this way. You're gonna turn, sprint, touch, come back, and then be looking at me to point somewhere else, and then you're gonna go. So, yeah, let's do this. You ready? You gotta be fast. Come back, come back, come back. Relax. Now she's working off visuals, right? She's reacting off of me. We want to make things as reactive as possible. She's reacting off of me, trying to be as quick as possible and limit that time, right? Limit that decision-making time. Now we'll change it up a little bit. Next progression. I'm going to call out a color. So this is going to be pink. This is going to be green, whichever you have to remember, right? You have to be able to think too. You want to be able to think on the court. You got to be able to think here. I'm going to call out a color. She's going to do the same thing. Sprint, come back to the center, look at me, be ready to rock and roll. You ready to do this? Green. Come back, come back, come back, come back. Pink. Get back here. Come on. Pink. Green. Green. You got to stay ready always. So that was the final progression, right? So we do a pre-programmed one where it's just like a pro agility, turn and sprint and run. That's pre-programmed, not much thinking, just need max effort. Then visual, she's reacting off of my hands. Then finally, I give audible cues where she has to think, remember, and then go.